All right, let's take some time out and let's discuss your startup paperwork for starting your agency. Okay. Now, you want to identify the type of entity that you want to develop: sole proprietorship, LLC, C Corp, or S Corp. Now, for the purposes of this particular video, I'm not recommending a specific entity, but what I am saying is make sure you establish some form of a corporation to protect your personal assets. When you have a corporation established and something happens or something takes place and you're sued, which can happen, whether it's by an employee or by a client or any mix of situations, you want to make sure that you are not liable personally. You won't take a hit personally, that your entity, your business entity, takes the hit and not you. That's very important. So take a look at your state government website or double back, get in touch with Nick at startasecuritycompany.com, and we can actually set up the business for you if you don't want to do it yourself. Take a look at your state licensing requirements. Now, we cover these things in our startup package, but if you want to try to go at it alone and do your own thing, take a look at your state requirements for starting your security agency. We've been doing this thing for about 20 years now, and it's what we do, but take a look at your state requirements for setting up your security company. There are various parameters that you'll have to meet depending on the city or depending on the state that you're in. And you want to make sure that you run your company legally. Okay? Workers' compensation. Can't stress it enough. And this is the thing. It's not always about, okay, if someone gets hurt, I have work comp to handle it. No. A lot of times you can't even get good contracts without workers' compensation insurance. When you're scaling your business or taking a step up or you're looking at higher level clients, you want to make sure that you have all your paperwork in place. And a lot of times they will require you, not just your state, but they will require you to have workers' compensation insurance as well to cover anything falling back on them. That's very, very, very important. Each state has different requirements. I know in the state of Florida, for instance, if you have 5 or more, not counting the owner, employees, it is a state law that you have to have workers' compensation insurance. Okay? Take a look. There are a lot of them out there in the security industry. It can be kind of hard to get, but double back over to startasecurity.com. You'll see some links on there for various insurers. And the next piece of insurance I'm to discuss, general liability insurance. Several states, they have a minimum requirement of liability insurance that you must carry as a security company. Take a look at your state requirement. Make sure you get in touch with a trusted insurer who can insure the security industry, the security guard industry. This is very important. Oftentimes we're protecting assets, we're carrying firearms, all types of things, and you want to make sure that you are properly secured. We can help you with that as well. If you take a look at the download or resource section, you'll see some resources where you can go in and you can pick up general liability insurance. Okay? Another thing, make sure on the paperwork side you have an I-9 form handy. And this is the reason why. Anytime you take on a contract, they should be requesting an I-9 form from you. And what an I-9 does, it documents your legal company name, it documents your tax ID number, your legal mailing address, your legal physical address for the person who's paying you for tax purposes. Because they'll utilize that form when they go to do their taxes. They're going to use that information and document how much money they paid you so they can take care of taxes and things on their end. An I-9 form. Keep one handy, keep one filled out, keep one on your computer, hard copy for your records. You're going to need it. And an EIN number. Now listen, this list is not in any particular order, okay? But you got to have an EIN number, for a federal EIN number for tax purposes. You can get that at irs.gov. Go over to that website, do a search, EIN. Search EIN number. Okay. You definitely need it when going into business to track and pay taxes legally. All right. The next thing. Oftentimes people don't do this. Okay. But look, you never know how large your company is going to be. Trademark your name. Yes, I know people copying and mimicking is flattering and all these things, but protect your brand, protect your business, trademark your name. Trademark, trademark, trademark. It's not very expensive. Go to Google, type in how do I trademark my business? Take a look at what's out there, but find the government copyright and trademark website. Start there. Trademark your business name. Okay. Now, some other startup, you may want to go to take a look at a fictitious name registration as well. This is not required in all states and all those types of things, but according to your state government corporation setup website, take a look, read through the information, and you can also get in touch with us, startasecuritycompany.com. Now, we cover all of these things for you in our business startup package. We'll set up the LLC, we'll get work comp, we'll get the insurance, we'll do it all for you if you just simply don't know how, or if this has been the sticking point for you being stuck. You don't know how to do the LLC and all these other things, and you just want somebody to take it over. You can get in touch with us and we'll handle it for you. Okay? So these are a few things in the startup paperwork section. If you go to the download resource page right here in this member area, you'll see some links to the IRS and to a few other things that you'll need. Or we can do it all for you. Totally up to you. Okay?